sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Spawn Classic Tiffany II. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the packaging. So as you can see here, we do get a basic blister card style packaging for this series 17 Spawn figures. So the window right there does display the figure and all of the cool looking accessories there. On the top does say McFarlane Toys, it's an attitude, Spawn Classic. Then we do get a cool comic book image of Spawn in the background. On the left on the bottom says series 17, and then on the right on the bottom says Tiffany II. And then the back here of the card, it does show the other figures in series 17 here. I do have Malbolgia on the way, and then a cool Spawn statue as well, and some other McFarlane figures. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure, but take a closer look at this statue. Oops, I mean, according to McFarlane, an action figure. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and before I go over, this really is not an action figure. It's pretty much a statue with a couple swivel cuts in the figure. It's pretty much going to stay in this pose right here, but the detail A+++, man. This thing looks beautiful. Very nice job throughout the paint and sculpt on this figure. The paint's pretty damn clean. I don't really see any paint issues, and the sculpt looks very, very nice on this Tiffany II figure. The face sculpt looks great. I like the black paint around the eyes right there, and I do like the all-white eyes as well. The lipstick has some clean paintwork on there as well. Her hair looks pretty good. I like the different shades of paint they did throw in it. They added like 3 different colors of paint in there, which look really nice, and it is a softer rubbery type plastic as well. Then we do get her hat here, which looks really nice. These pieces, I'm wondering if it's supposed to resemble wood maybe. We get like a medallion on the center as well, and we get some nice like sculpted wrinkles on the top of the hat. Then we do get this piece here, which is made of like a kind of like a leathery type material. These 3 pieces here, I like that they did that. That was pretty cool. And then the torso here, very nice sculpt detail all throughout the figure there. She's practically naked. Well, more like wearing a bikini, but the armor on her boobs look great, man. I really do like the silver that they chose for it. They added a black wash in it as well. We have like a aqua colored gem or something on the center there, and her boobs look pretty damn good too, if I may say so myself. And this piece here looks really nice also. I like the sculpted wrinkles in it and the silver paint that they added as well, and it kind of looks like they threw like a copper colored paint in there maybe. But I do like the armor on the shoulder. That looks dope, man. Really nice job on that. You can see it's mixed with silver and gold. The sculpt detail alone on that just looks awesome. And then on the arms here, very nice sculpt on the band around the bicep there. And I do like the way the gauntlet looks on the right arm. The swivel on the lower portion of the arm did break on mine, so I did have to crazy glue it back on. But the gloves look great too. They added a black wash over the maroon, and you get a bunch of sculpted wrinkles all throughout it. Then the left arm here, we get more like a chainmail type armor, kind of, going throughout the arm, which looks really nice. They mix silver and gold all throughout it. And then we do get this piece around the wrist, which looks pretty cool. And then once again, nice job on the gloves there. This piece here is a separate accessory. I'm not going to remove it because it was such a pain in the ass to get on, but it's supposed to be her lower torso armor. The sculpt and paint detail looks great on it. And even on her stomach and everything, really nice sculpt detail there. A little bit of like paint smudges on there, but not that big of a deal. And then we do get her loincloth type piece, which looks really nice, man. And her butt is sculpted extremely well also. That's one nice looking booty, if I may say so. But I do have a little bit of like a paint smudge on her right butt cheek there. I mean, the thong is sculpted pretty nicely. Also, it kind of matches the gloves with like that black wash as well. But I do like the loincloth piece. It is a softer rubbery type plastic. As you can see, it was a separate piece as well. And then the legs here, we get like these bands around her left thigh, a buckle, and a strap around the right one. Then we do get this dope aqua colored tattoo, which looks really cool, man. Really dig the way that looks. That looks dope. Then we do get her boots here. We got more of an armored boot on the right leg, which looks so dope. They once again added that like goldish type paint with the silver Really cool looking. Then we get like a high heel type boot, leathery type looking one on the left leg, which has some great shading, man. Really nice job on the boots there. And there's the back of them. And not too much going on the bottom besides some peg holes. So overall, for this pretty much being a statue, the paint and sculpt detail definitely does not disappoint. McFarlane did a superb job when it comes to that aspect to this figure. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, this Tiffany is included with a bunch of really cool stuff, mainly weapons, and then she is also included with a base. So we do get her dope looking base, man. This thing is so damn cool. I like the 3 skulls we have over here, most likely from Hell Spawns. And then we do have like some creature over here skull, along with the spine and rib cage and everything. I really like the way this one looks, and you can see the jaw is over on the side. Excellent sculpt and paint work all throughout this, man. McFarlane is just, it does phenomenal jobs when it comes to paint work and detail, mainly detail like sculpting. You know what I mean? He just does phenomenal work when it comes to those aspect to figures and accessories. And as you can see, we have a peg here and a peg there and then a peg hole there. So you put one of the spears in that peg hole you're supposed to, and then you peg her front foot there and her back foot there, and I'll show you what she'll look like on this shortly. So we do get the base, and then we also get 2 different types of spears, her sword, then we do get this hook type weapon, and that's also included with a little hook clip type thingy that does holster that weapon that you can hook on to her loincloth. And then she's also included with 3 trophy testicles from past Hell Spawns that she has killed before. So we do get the 2 spears, and the spears are definitely my favorite accessories out of all the weapons here. So we have this one with like that little strap that's similar to the one on the top of her hat hanging off there, that's made out of like that leathery, pleathery type material. I do like that they included that. That's pretty cool. But I do like the way the spearhead looks. We do get that gold paint mixed with the silver. Once again, it is sharp, so be careful of that. We do get a little bit of that aqua color, like the wrappings right there. And then the handle looks fine. She does grip onto this fine with her left hand. So we do get that spear. Then we do get this spear that comes in 2 different parts. All you do to get her to grip onto it, they did that so you could slide this through her hand, and then you just peg that in like so, and then there you go. You have this dope-ass spear. This one's probably my favorite out of all of them. I actually gave this weapon to my samurai spawn because he looks dope as hell with it. But the end here looks great. We get mainly the gold paint in there with a little bit of that black wash and some silver paint. Over here looks pretty cool. The handle is pretty basic looking. And then up over here looks really dope, man. The spearhead on this looks so damn sick, man. And we do get mostly the gold paint. A little bit of that black wash and a little bit of that silver paint as well. Looks like too much black wash got over here though, but this is a really cool looking weapon. So we do get the 2 spears, then we do get her sword here. And be careful, her sword seems like it could break very easily. It's really thin, so just be cautious of that. But you can see it's mainly gold. We do get a black wash all throughout it. Kind of have like a cross by the cross guard. No pun intended there. And the cross guard looks pretty good too. Then the handle looks very damn fragile. We have a cross at the end of it as well. And she grips onto this better with her right hand. The right hand has a smaller grip. The left hand has more of a wider grip. And then we do get her hook type weapon. And I guess this is how she takes the trophy testicles off Hell Spawns. But this thing looks pretty damn dope, man. I like the wrappings around the cross section of it. And it does have that gold and silverish paint all throughout it. And you can see we have a loop right here. So you take this piece, whichever side, slide it through the loop, and then you hook the other side over her loincloth. And I'll show you how to do that shortly. Then we do get the testicles here from past Hell Spawns. She has defeated. Now this is called, I forgot what this weapon is called, but you swing it around and then you throw it, and then it wraps around someone's legs and makes them trip. Or if you hit them in the face, it'll wrap around their face and probably knock them out. But they did a pretty good job with the bag type looking pieces. I'm guessing there's rocks or something inside of them. And we do get a real rope for it as well. And you could actually hook this onto the hook that's on her loincloth, which I'll show you shortly. Well, right now actually, let me show you what she looks like with most of the accessories and the base set up with her. And real quickly, before I show you what all the accessories look like with this figure, she is also included with a lower torso armor, as I mentioned before. It's such a pain in the ass to get on. I didn't want to take it off, just to make my life more difficult trying to put it back on. There's two hooks right here, and you hook them right under the breastplates there, and it's just very difficult to do. I took a small screwdriver and lifted up the loops on the breastplate there, and then I hooked them in. It's very difficult to do though, but they did a beautiful job with the sculpt and paint detail on that piece of armor right there. Really cool looking. She is also included with that. Alright, so for the base, as you see, you peg the one foot in the one peg hole, the other foot in the other one. The back one is a bit of a tight fit, so you're gonna have to swivel it back and forth to get it on there. Now we have another peg hole there. This is the spear you're supposed to put in there. I guess you could put this one in it too. Nah, I think it might be too wide to fit in that peg hole, but this is the one that's supposed to go in that peg hole there. So you just peg that in like so, slide the dope spear on there, peg that piece on, so she's all set up with that. And then you have the Hellspawn testicles here, and you just put these on this little hook right here. So you could just do that, or you could have it, I like to do it with a string like that, but you could also do it like this as well. And then the hook weapon, as you can see, you could just, I don't know if it's supposed to hook onto a specific area, but you could hook it onto her belt somewhere. I'm pretty sure you could find a spot like over here or something. I just hooked it around this loop here. You can get it around the top of the loincloth if you really wanted to. Then you could have her grip onto the sword. And then there you go. You have her all set up with all her weapons ready to go into battle with a Hellspawn there. And this is, even though it's more of like a statue, it is a very, very nice display piece, and she does look great with your other Spawn figures. But anyway, that is all the awesome accessories included with Tiffany. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Tiffany, to the very top of her head, it looks like she's about 6 inches and a quarter of an inch tall. And to the very top of her hat, she's about 7 inches and a quarter of an inch tall. And then here she is compared to my custom work-in-progress McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, Samurai Spawn, the Spawn Movie Clown, and the Spawn Movie Violator. And I think she scales well with these other Spawn figures. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Justice League Wonder Woman, the NECA Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter Predator, the Storm Collectibles MK3 Scorpion, and the McFarlane Toys Raiden. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, this will go quickly because she just has a couple swivel cuts. So the head does swivel there. The torso does swivel under her boobs there. The right arm does not swivel up by the shoulder, but the left arm does. And then the left arm also has a swivel by the bicep and a swivel at the wrist. There is a swivel at her bicep that is hidden extremely well, and then there is a swivel right here, but as I mentioned before, mine did break. No other articulation besides at the boots here, and they do just swivel. So like I said, it's pretty much just a statue there. You're not going to be posing her around in crazy poses at all. But anyway, that is my review of the McFarlane Toys Spawn Tiffany II. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, would easily give her a perfect 10. Articulation, I'd give her a -7. Accessories, I'd give her an even 8. And then the overall quality, I'd probably give a 6.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine off eBay, so eBay or Amazon is your best bet to find older Spawn figures. Agelessgeeks does not carry these figures in stock, but you can get your newer figures and collectibles from Agelessgeeks.com, and when you check out, use code name Daredevil, and you will get yourself a bit of a discount. If you can't find something on the website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, Oh well, I guess you didn't like it, but thanks for watching. I will see you later.